Hey, welcome back to Yum Paleo, and today what we're going to cook is a chicken dish. So it's going to be orange and cashew nut chicken on a cauliflower rice. Right, so I've got all my ingredients here. What I've got is I've got 4 chicken breasts. I've got 1 cauliflower which I have already grated up. I've got some coconut oil, oranges, cashew nuts, and I've also got some honey which I've actually put into some boiling water just so it'll soften up and become runny. Got some ginger and also some garlic. So what we're going to do is I have just diced up the chicken. So I just bought chicken breasts, removed the skin off them, and then just diced them up into little chunks. Okay, so what we're going to do is I've used 5 oranges here. I've done a couple already. I'm going to do a couple more. Basically just squeeze all the juice out of them because that's what's going to be your sauce for over your chicken. So get as much out of them as you can. And I'm just using this, just the sieve, just so that the pips in that don't run into our juice. Good. Good, so I'll quickly do the other 2. Right, so there we go. There's 5 oranges. Just going to move out of the way. So that gives you quite a bit of juice. Pop them off to the side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop our saucepan on in the background here. Perfect. So what I've done is I've put 3 tablespoons of coconut oil in there just to heat through. So 3 tablespoons. What we're going to do is we're going to add in the orange juice and also the honey, which I've got sitting right here. Okay, and at about this time, just before you add that in, what I would do is I would turn on our fry pan to cook our chicken as well, because this dish doesn't take a lot of time at all to get ready. So a little bit of olive oil in there, and right, I'm going to head over here with our ingredients. We're going to add them into our pan over here just to... Right, so now that that has heated through, I'm going to add in the orange juice and also the honey. So just be careful when you are doing this that you don't splash yourself with anything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grate a little bit of ginger into there. Just a tiny bit. And we're also going to add in some garlic. So sprinkle some garlic in there. Right, and you're going to give that a bit of a stir. Make sure this is on low heat. So in goes our chicken. Right, so lid on, let that cook through. Big thing with chicken is make sure it is cooked thoroughly. Right, so we're going to let that sit now. I'm going to pop back over here with one of my orange, and we're going to zest some orange into this. So just a little bit, not too much. Thing with doing this is just be careful, because when you're grating it does go everywhere. Right, so right, So when you take your lid off, just be careful for your face. So what we're going to do is we're going to toss this chicken. So it's gone white and it's starting to brown up, which is great. I'm just going to get that's just a bit easier to toss it. So it's not done just yet. You want to probably leave it in here for another 3 to 5 minutes. But while that's cooking, we're going to get ready to do our cauliflower rice. So I'm going to pop the lid back on that and let that go a bit longer. So with the cauliflower rice, what we're going to do is so basically all I've done is literally one cauliflower, I've just grated it up. That's all I've done to that. So what we're going to do over here, okay, so what we're going to do now is cauliflower rice. What I've got here is I've got our pan, I've put it on to about a medium heat, and we're just going to drizzle in a wee bit of olive oil. Just like that. And wait for that to heat up a little bit. While you're here, just keep an eye on your orange sauce. Right, so that's heating up nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into here. Perfect. Right, I'm going to put in some remaining garlic into there, and again I'm going to grate in a wee tiny bit of ginger. Good, perfect, and again going to get a spoon, and we're going to toss that. So basically with your cauliflower rice, all you're wanting to do is heat it through. You're not really wanting to cook it per se. You don't really want it to go brown, just really there to heat that through. So what we're going to do is we're going to serve this chicken on the rice, so it makes it a nice dish. Right, come back and check on your chicken. Perfect, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to leave the lid off this just so it'll brown up a wee bit. Don't want it too brown, but we do want it to have a wee bit of colour to it. Right, good. So leave that another minute or so before we add it into the sauce that we've got going. Right, now cauliflower rice is starting to come too. Right, and what I'm going to do is add a wee bit of pepper to our chicken, just as an extra kick, and also into our cauliflower rice. Good. Couple more minutes in there, and then we're going to add this into our saucepan, into our orange sauce. So I'll see you in a minute or so when we're going to add that into there. Okay, alright, so now that our chicken's cooked, what we're going to do is come over the back here and add it into our sauce. So perfect. So just spoon that into the sauce. Right, so just add in all your chicken, and even if you get your chicken juice in there, the liquid from the chicken while it was cooking, that is totally fine. So add in all your chicken. you're going to give it a bit of a toss. Good, and I'm even going to tip in all that juice. There we go. Brilliant. So, give that a toss around. Remembering this is still on low heat. So you almost want that chicken to finish cooking off in the saucepan here. Right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the lid on that and let that go for a couple more minutes, just like that, just so the orange flavour sinks into the chicken. And I'm going to turn it up slightly. Not a lot, just a little bit. Right, cauliflower rice is pretty much done. So I'm going to turn that off now. And we're just waiting on our chicken. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to dish up. Alright, so welcome back. What we're going to do now is we're going to serve up our chicken. So, right, so what we're going to start with is we're going to pop on some cauliflower rice. Brilliant. And then in here is our chicken. Actually going to righty ho. So perfect. Right, so here is our chicken, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle over some cashew nuts. So there we go, there you have it, orange chicken and cashew nuts. I hope you really enjoy that, and I'll see you again next time for another recipe.